I'm bonking badly.
Hey everybody, welcome to the video. I'm starting at the finish. I'm back home, I've completed the ride, and I'm just doing the video for you to watch now.
Morning everybody, on my way to York. About 15 miles that way, or sort of that way, is home where I've come from, and about 80 miles that way is where I'm stopping tonight. I've just joined the National Cycle Network 51. I've got to get through Milton Keynes fairly soon, so that'll be fun on the redways. First problem on the ride. They're building east-west rail, they're reinstating an old railway line, and so they've closed the track that runs alongside it, so I've got to divert. Bugger. Diverted me once, and then I got to a road just up there and they said, oh, no through road on the signs, but I risked it, and thankfully they've kept the bridleway open, so we've managed to come over that new bridge and come round this way, and we're heading off over there. Milton Keynes comes in for a lot of grief, but there's over 200 miles of these things. Redways, completely separate from the road. Fantastic. Just me and the delivery robots. Hello fellas. Yeah. There you go. Alright. Hi guys. There we go. Woo! Starship. That's how lazy asses get their food in Milton Keynes. So that's it. That's most of Milton Keynes done. I'm sort of out the other side now. There's the main line railway heading north, Birmingham, Manchester, wherever. This is the River Ouse, which also flows through my old hometown. Keen observers will note that's the Ridgeback. No, that's not the Ridgeback, that's the Surly. Most of you said use the Ridgeback, but I decided no, I'm going to use the Surly. So screw you guys. This is what I'm riding. In the distance, Hanslope Church. Look at this. National Cycle Network 6 out of Northampton, heading towards Market Harborough. Probably about halfway to Market Harborough. Looks like Kim chose a decent place to rest. What a view, Kim. Good on you. As you can see, old railway track. Perfect. There's the long haul tracker. It's doing alright, gotta say. Heavily loaded up. I think it actually rides better loaded up. Key features: old photography bag, camera bag, which I've put on the front, did a bit of sewing so it attached to that little rack. Multiple bottles, fuel bottle for stove, which I may or may not end up using. Tent, may or may not end up using. The old panniers made out of recycled truck tarps. Hobo hangout mug. Yeah. Wow, look at this. That is beautiful. I'm north of Market Harbour now. I've got somewhere around about 20 miles left to go today. So I think I'm in Leicestershire. I'm going to end up going to Leicester and then out again. But wow, I met a guy in Market Harbour. He's a blind guy. I ended up coming up behind him and his wife, so they're walking down the path, and she sort of said, "Oh, do you want to come through because he's slow?" And I said, no, it's fine, I'm not in that much of a rush. Gives me a break. And we ended up chatting. He only went blind 4 years ago and he was a keen cyclist. And he asked where I was going, and I said where I was going today, and he said, oh, I asked him how far it was, and he said, well, it's about 19 miles. I was like, that's not so bad. When I actually looked at the computer, I had, because of the route I'm going, I had 30 miles left to go. And he lost his sight. Excuse me. About 4 years ago, as I say. But he knew all about the hills north. North of where he lived. And I've hit him now. And he's not wrong. I'm in Kings Norton, outside this beautiful church. But you can't go and look around because it's locked, which is annoying. But it's afternoon tea break time. I'm absolutely knackered. I decided I need some caffeine, so I got my little stove lit and make myself some tea. Newark-on-Trent. So I've been through Nottinghamshire today. Haven't filmed much because I've been trying to push on, because I early on sort of decided in my head I want to try and get to York today. It's going to make it like a 110 mile ride, something like that, which is a bit brutal. But anyway, gone through Nottinghamshire. Didn't bother taking any photos much. It wasn't terribly remarkable. And well, there is one tradition that I'm proud to see is still going on in Nottinghamshire, and that's like ladies' bras being chucked out of cars. So been by the side of the road, plenty of bras on display, so that was nice to see. And now I'm in Yorkshire, Doncaster to be precise. Here's a railway line that runs around Doncaster. Yeah, welcome to the north. I'm bonking badly, so I've chosen this nice Yorkshire park to sit, chill out, eat some food and generally try and stop snot dribbling out of my nose. Done 73 miles so far today, which means I've got about 12-13 miles to the planned end of my day, which is Snaith, in Snaith. But from there I know it's another 25 miles, so that's into York. So see how we go. This is a bit better. At the movable bridge for the canal, the lady I met there, they'd just bought that boat 2 hours ago, taking it back to Loughborough, and they're going to be living aboard, starting a new life. Fantastic, good on them. What a result. Trans-Pennine Trail. Suddenly Yorkshire has gone up in my estimation. Welcome to Syke House, which is Yorkshire's longest village. I can confirm it is long. M62! Don't say I never show you anything interesting. Right, I'm now on the last leg. I've got about another 24.5 miles to go from wherever that was to York. I love the smell of a power station in the late afternoon. Extreme close up. You know, Yorkshire's not all that bad, really. I just wish the TV people would stop putting Yorkshire in front of every TV idea. It's like, oh, Yorkshire Shepherdess, Yorkshire firefighters, educating Yorkshire. It's like, ugh, enough. I mean, it's alright. It's got its good bits. It's got its bad bits. Worst fucking drivers in Britain, I reckon, around Doncaster. Fuck me. If there is a Doncaster cycling club, I'll be amazed if they weren't all killed years ago. Bloody hell. Scumbags around there. Whew. And if you're watching this from Doncaster, move. The world's a lot nicer elsewhere. To be fair though, that also applies to Leicester. Leicester was a shithole to cycle through, but immediately outside of Leicester it was beautiful. So, you know, Leicestershire is stunning. Nottinghamshire, apologies to Nottinghamshire madness if you're watching this, it was alright. The bits I saw, it was alright, but not very picturesque, so no point taking photos of anything. Yeah. Whew. But this ain't too bad. Look at this! Cycle path! I think I'm in France or something. This is amazing! This is the Trans-Pennine Trail. Oh my god! It's generally been a delight. 7 miles to York now. Most of it is on this cycle path, I think, which is National Cycle Network 65, which is great. I did have to go through a closed barrier there where they're doing some repair work, but there's no one here, so there's no way I'm doing a diversion at this point. So far I'm on 105 miles today. Riding time 8 hours and 12 minutes, but actual time is hang on, 9 hours and 40 minutes. So I'll get to York with about, well, a bit over 10 hours for about 112 mile total. The lure of a Mary Jane. It's gonna be lovely to see her. Woo. Nice Yorkshire again. Flat. There you go. There's the other end of the closed bit. But luckily the good people of Yorkshire have found a way through. Look at this. Self-serve trust hut. That's exactly what I needed. I've only got 5 miles left to go, but I'm running on empty. So I've refilled my water bottles. I've just had a banana on the Satsuma, and I'm about to slip my money through the door. It's all locked up. So here we go. Witness. Oh god, can't stand the phone now. There we go. That should capture it. Good. Entering the final furlong. I made it to York! Yay! And
I made it to York.
I found a Mary!